Snaps teams to look at the chart and look at the participants, those who are disturbing, and I request you to please just take out of them from the session, right? Yeah. Yeah. Like coming to the definition that I already told you, like a variable is something that is a container to store the values, right? And when it comes to the naming rules that you can see here, yeah, variable should start with the letter, right, or the underscore, cannot start with the number. All these are the generic rules that whatever we are having, containing alpha numeric, right, and characters and the underscore that we can use here. And variable is a case sensitive, right? That means NAME name is not equal to NAME name. Both variable names are different, right? That is what the case sensitive is. And coming to the data types, yes, we are having different types of data types. The way we are having in the in the other programming languages, in Python also we are having the different types of data types. Coming to the generic uh, data types that we are having here, like integer, float, right? Integer is there, float is there, right? Complex is there, string is there, boolean is there. All these are the different types of data types we are having. And when it comes to the Python, right? In Python, are we going to declare a variable with the data type?
No,
Python
sir.
దగ్గరికి
No,
వచ్చేప్పటికి
sir.
మనం డిక్లేర్ చేస్తామా?
No,
Like
sir.
if you look, no, right? That means what I mean here, if it comes to the C language, C గాని లేకపోతే C++ గాని లేకపోతే జావా గాని వీటి దగ్గరికి వచ్చేటప్పటికి we are going to declare a variable with the data type. అంటే ఏంటి? int a అని చెప్పేసి string name and చెప్పి we will be declaring. If we declare it like this, then a is a variable of type int అని చెప్పేసి మనం చెప్తున్నాం. అంటే before using the respective variable we need to declare it is this we call it as a static declaration, right? We call it as a static declaration. But when it comes to the Python, no need to declare a variable, right? Then what is the type of the respective variable? Then how can we find the type of the respective variable? Whatever the value that we are assigning to the respective variable. When it comes to the Python, if I assign age is equal to, if I say something like 35, then depends upon the value that we have assigned here, the type of the age, right? So how to get the type of the age? We are having a type
Keyword
of
type of
type
is.
of age, right? Type of age. Then we will be getting the type of the respective age, right? So I hope you are getting my point. So here we are having different types of different data types we are having in the Python, like integer, it will be taking the numbers, right? And string for the text representation, float for the decimal representation, like 3.5 or something like that. And Boolean, it is a true or false values, right? I'm not going to getting in details of these types and the variables and all. Why? Because all these concepts are very generic, right? ఏవైతే కొన్ని కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఏవైతే అవసరమో we will be talking about those things in detail, but I don't want to spend more time on these generic topics, right? I hope you are getting my point, right? So right, so maybe friends, after unmuting your mic, please mute. మీరు మ్యూట్ చేసేసుకోండి లైక్ చెప్పిన తర్వాత, right? Please don't keep your mic on, right? So that it will create a disturbance in the section, right? Thank you. And then after this we are having something like print function. Yes, I hope we know what is the print function is. We can write the print in the different ways, right? So let's see what are the different ways of writing the print function. Here these are the different ways to write the print function, right? Here you can see that the basic way of writing the print function, like print hello world, right? And with the multiple variables or multiple values, we can use the print function something like this. And we can have the separator, right? We will do all this, right? and we can have the end parameter, and we can have the f like a string method to write the print function, right? So let's see. Just you let me give you a quick uh, like a like exercise or maybe the hands-on on it print function. ఇక్కడ different ways ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో వాటి గురించి ఒకసారి quickly we will see. Okay, let me share my screen once again. I will share my screen once again. Okay. um, is my voice breaking? Is my voice clear to everyone or not? I hope at my end my
It's
internet
clear.
is clear. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Sridevi, maybe check your internet connection at your end. Because of the internet connection, you are getting a break, like a glitch in my voice, right? Please look at it. ఒకసారి చూడండి అమ్మా. Let me share my screen and just. So I hope my screen is visible. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Sir.
Yes. Let's me open the Anaconda prompt. Let me open the Anaconda prompt. Right. Here, let's see what are the different ways of writing the print function, right? So, ikkada like Python, or maybe you can use the IPython also, right? So it will be great. It will be giving you the interactive Python here, so that yes, right. So we know like the basic way of writing the print function is print print. Hello world, right? So it is a basic way of writing the print function. There is another way, ఇంకొకటి ఏంటి, like using the multiple variables, right? That means suppose if I say name is equal to like Abdul Aziz అని చెప్పేసి, and age is equal to maybe 35 అన్నాను అనుకోండి, then print, maybe you can say that name comma name, right? And then age comma age. Suppose if I say like this, then you will be getting name and age like this, right? This is a using the variables in the print function, right? And there is another way, adentally we can use the print with the separator, right? Something like this. Print, if I am having something like Python, and I am having something like programming, and I want to separate these two strings with the separator, right? Maybe with the hyphen, right? Then yeah, we are getting something error here. SEP, I think so, right? Maybe SEP, I think so. SEP, separator. Yes, you can see that we got Python programming, right? Maybe pardon me for the spelling mistake here, typo mistake, right? Ikkada Python programming and చెప్పి రావాలి, right? Great. Now the another way is like yeah, we can use the end parameter also, right? Adalaga print print hello, right? ఇక్కడ and parameter వచ్చేసి, suppose I want to end up these with the space, right? Okay. one. Right, and I'm giving print of world, so that you will be getting the same hello world in the same line with the space, something like this, right? Then we can use the f string. It is one of the best way to use the variable names in the print, right? సో ఎఫ్ స్ట్రింగ్ యూజ్ చేసి ఇక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ మనము వేరియబుల్ నేమ్స్ ఇచ్చాము అజీజ్ అండ్ ఏజ్ అని చెప్పేసి. లెట్స్ యూజ్ దిస్ ప్రింట్ విత్ ద ఎఫ్ స్ట్రింగ్, రైట్? ఇన్సైడ్ ఇట్ my name is I am. Instead of that I am, in braces I can have the name, right? I am this. In the double quotes normal ga rasayచ్చు matter, right, with the help of the f strings, right? So and in the braces we can keep the variable name so that it will print the respective variable name over there. I am Aziz. I am age, years old, right? So that you can see here, I am Abdul Aziz, I am 35 years old, something like this, right? These are the different ways to write the a print function, right? I hope it is clear. Now after that, print function is done. Then we are having something like input. Yeah, will you please tell me why do we use the input function? మనం ఇన్పుట్ ఫంక్షన్ ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తాం చెప్తారా?
డైనమిక్ గా వాల్యూస్ తీసుకోవడానికి ప్రోగ్రామ్.
Yes, exactly. To read the value from the user, right? So as Devisin was told to take input from user, exactly, right? So let's see here what is the input function, right? What is the input function used for, right? Yes, here you can see the input function is used to take the input from the keyboard or from the user, right? Okay, that means how can we use it? Maybe yeah, ante em cheyochu nenu, maybe I can write name is equal to input, right? I can say that enter name అని చెప్పేసి చెప్పొచ్చు. Then if I enter it, then I will be getting a dialog box over here with the name enter అని చెప్పేసి ఇక్కడ మెసేజ్ వస్తుంది and it will be waiting, right? So without the statement is also we can do that, right? Then we will not be getting what to do, right? So better to have the, like, depends upon the use case, right? Okay, then here again, what does the input function return? Input function return em chestadi evarani cheptara what it will return? That means what is the type of the name now? str, right? Why? Because we are entering the name. Suppose if I say age is equal to input enter age అని చెప్పేసి, then if I enter it, then maybe in a dialog box if I give something like 35 అని చెప్పేసి ఇచ్చాను అనుకోండి, now the age will be something like 35. Then what will be the type of age? str ena?
Yes, sir.
Right, exactly, right. So that means by default, whatever the value that we are reading with the help of the input, it is a str only, right? By default, the type of the respective variable that we used with the that is read with the help of the input function edaithe undo, that is str only, right? So that is what it will return the string every time, right? So we will see this, and we will see how to maybe typecast, maybe how to convert the type of the respective feature, respective variable name to the other type. Suppose ikkada naku idi str ainappudu, can I do the 35 plus 5 anedi nenu cheyocha? Can I do this?
No.
No, I cannot do. If I do this, I will be getting an error, right? Why? Because it is a string, it is an integer. I cannot add the string with an integer, right? But I can concatenate string with the string, that I can do, but I cannot add the string with an integer. But how can I do this? How can I increase my age or something like that, right? That is by using the typecasting. మనం ఏం చేయాలి? We need to do the typecasting, right? So to convert the one type of variable into the another type, right? That we will look at in the hands-on. Yeah, let's get into the hands-on quickly, and we will wind it up, right? So why? Because I heard that I came to know that you are having one more section at 8 p.m. onwards, right? Let's get into the hands-on there quickly. I am opening the Jupyter notebook. So maybe I will share this notebook with you, right? I totally written this notebook with proper what we can call these. Where is an Ocean Apps? Yeah, Ocean Apps with the proper markdown and all, right? So here, this is a notebook. It is directly with totally a trivial notebook. It is very simple, right? Just try to understand this. Maybe I will be keeping, let's keep these two notebooks, or maybe let me explain this notebook directly here itself, so that, yeah, it is very simple notebook. Today we will complete it, fine. So I will be sharing this notebook. మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా సరే నోట్బుక్ మీరు రన్ చేసేటప్పుడు మీ దగ్గర వాట్ యూ డూ, you will be you please like come to the kernel, and you just say that restart kernel and clear all outputs, so that you will be getting the fresh notebook without any outputs over there. Okay, outputs ఏం లేకుండా మీకు notebook అనేది వస్తుంది, then you can use it. Then and my sincere suggestion to you all, when you are doing the hands-on, you can do something like this. ఇది నేను ఇచ్చే నోట్బుక్ ఇది, రైట్? యూ కెన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ రన్ దిస్ నోట్బుక్. మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా నోట్బుక్ రన్ చేస్తే అవుట్పుట్ అనేది వచ్చేస్తుంది. బట్ డోంట్ డూ దాట్, ఓకే? ఇలాగైతే మీరు చేయొద్దు. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ రియల్లీ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ టు లెర్న్ ది ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ అండ్ ఆల్, రైట్? సో యూ నీడ్ టు టైప్ ది కోడ్ విత్ యువర్ ఓన్ హ్యాండ్స్. మీ చేతులతో మీరు కోడ్ని టైప్ చేయాలి, అప్పుడే మీకు కోడింగ్ అనేది అర్థమవుతుంది, కోడింగ్ రాయడం అనేది అలవాటు అవుతుంది, రైట్? ఐ హోప్ ఇట్ ఈస్ క్లియర్. So that means what you need to do, maybe you can create the new notebook here itself, right, in the same location, right? Maybe దీనికి మీరు టైటిల్ ఇచ్చుకోండి, like first step, right, with Python, right? Now what you do, ఈ ట్యాబ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో, రైట్, ఈ ట్యాబ్ ని మీరు సపరేట్ చేసుకోండి from this. Now you select the tab, select the respective window. Window key press చేసుకొని లెఫ్ట్ కీ ఆర్ రైట్ కీ ఏదో ఒకటి, రైట్, లెఫ్ట్ ఆర్ రైట్ ఏదో ఒక లొకేషన్ లో దాన్ని ప్లేస్ చేసుకోండి. అండ్ యూ టేక్ ది అనదర్ వన్, రైట్, దీన్ని మీరు అనదర్ సైడ్ ప్లేస్ చేసుకోండి. ఐ హోప్ యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ మై పాయింట్, రైట్? సో యూ కీప్ ది బోత్ విండోస్ సైడ్ బై సైడ్ లైక్ దిస్. ఈ రెండింటిని మీరు సైడ్ బై సైడ్ పెట్టుకొని, అండ్ యూ రీడ్ ది హోల్ మార్క్డౌన్ వాట్ ఐ హావ్ రిటర్న్ ఓవర్ హియర్. నేను రాసిన మార్క్డౌన్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ప్రాపర్ గా చదవండి, అర్థం చేసుకోండి. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు నో how I wrote this markdown, you can double click on it and you can look at, right? So how I have given these bullet points and all, right? Maybe what you can do, you can double click on it and you can see it is a main heading, and this is a like the topics that we are going to look at in the hands-on, something like this, right? So you can learn how to write the markdown, something like this, that you can. Now you can see that, yeah, in this tutorial we will be looking at the Python variable, data types, input functions and all. Apart from that, we will be looking at the logical operators and all. and then the I will be at the end, I will be showing you the different types of markdown styles, right? How to write the how to keep the text in italic, how to write the text in the bold, how to keep the unordered list and the order list, everything, right? Let's see. Now, performing the arithmetic operations, yes, we know that we are having different arithmetic operations over here, like something addition, subtraction, multiplication, and all. Here I have given the basic explanation of all these operators that you can see. Double star is an exponent, it is a power operator, right? Percentage and all. Yeah, you can write all the things, right? You can take a, here I have taken the two variables, a is equal to 10 and all, right? And I'm working on it, like addition, subtraction, and all. It is totally trivial. I'm not going to type it here. We will see whatever the things I can type, I will type it, and remaining things just మీకు చెప్తున్నాను వినండి. Like it is an addition, subtraction, right? So, and I hope what is this only ఒక స్లాష్ ఉంటే అదేంటంటే it is a normal division. You will be getting the coefficient over there, right? It is a floating division, right? And percentage ante it is a modulus. You will be getting the like a reminder, right? And there is something like a integer division అంటే ఏంటి మన ఫ్లోటింగ్ కాకుండా, let's see, like something like 100 by if I say 7, then if I run it, you will be getting something like 14.2, something like this. Here we are getting this as a coefficient, right? Floating value. Suppose if I do the same thing, 100/7, right? Then you will be getting only the 14, right? It will not give this part, decimal part, it will not give. It will give only the integer part of it. So we call it as an integer division under the, right? We can call it as integer division or float coefficient. Getting or not? Then float coefficient under integer division under. Alage something like 2 double exponent and 3, right? Here you can say it is a power operator, 2 power 3, right? And the remaining things all are trivial, right? Additions, multiplication, subtraction, and all. And if you want 100 modulus and 7, you will be getting the remainder, right? You will be getting the remainder over here. The remainder is 2, right? So I hope it is clear to everyone. And then we can do some advanced arithmetic operations also. You can see that here like we can do the, we can evaluate the whole expression with the brackets and all, right? ఈ brackets ఉన్నప్పుడు అది ఏ విధంగా evaluate అవుతుందంటే, it will take the BODMAS rule, that the rule we are having, right? It will evaluate first brackets whatever we are having, right? And then and if the expression is having the multiple operators, it will take the precedence and the associativity and all, right? Here you can see the same thing. I have given one expression to you, and it will be evaluating something like this to the 16, right? It will be giving the 16 over here. It is evaluating something like this, right? It is straightforward. And if you look at the variables, yes, I already told you, variable is a kind of box or a container to store some value in the computer system, right? Suppose if I have something like a spam is some variable and it is storing value 42, something like this, right? And variable names, valid or invalid variable names that you can see, like current symbol underscore మనం యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు, కానీ హైఫన్ మనం యూజ్ చేయకూడదు, రైట్? ఈ విధంగా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు, బట్ యూ కెనాట్ గివ్ ది సపరేటర్ బిట్వీన్ దీస్, రైట్? స్పేస్ ఇవ్వకూడదు. అకౌంట్ 4 అనేది ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ది వేరియబుల్ నేమ్ రావచ్చు, బట్ వేరియబుల్ నేమ్ షుడ్ నాట్ స్టార్ట్ విత్ ది నెంబర్, right? All these are the trivial rules that I have mentioned here that you can see. And then if I want to know about the type of any variable, as I already told you that variable here coming to the Python, it is a dynamic typing. Python intended is Python is a dynamic typing. We no need to declare any variable, right? Like వేరే languages లో ఎలాగైతే int a, float b, ఇలాగేస్తే ఇస్తాము. Here in Python, no need to give that. Whatever the value that we are assigning to the respective variable, that will be the type of the respective variable, right? Here you can see a is equal to 10, type of the x, right? You can see they are integer, float, and the string. And the main important thing in the Python is, in Python, everything it is a object, right? That means actually what is x here? X is a object of the integer class, right? General ga object class is a kind of like a blueprint, right? It comes to the object oriented programming. Okay, like here these are the objects. General ga enti ante, in Python we are having something like some provision, right? కొన్ని వాటికి కొన్ని ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ని క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవడానికి without no need to write, no need to use the int dot x అని చెప్పి యూజ్ చేయాల్సిన పని లేదు. జనరల్ గా ఏంటంటే క్లాస్ మనం డిక్లేర్ చేసామనుకోండి, we need to create an object and we need to use the object with the help of the class name, right? But here for some there is a provision for us, right? There are default classes are there. For those classes, no need to use the class name, right? I hope you are getting my point. So here enti ante data types avvachu, strings avvachu, everything it is a class in the Python. So here that's why we got, you can see integer is a class, float is a class, string is a class, right? And x is an object of the integer class, y is a object of a float class, and z is a object of the str class, string class, right? I hope you are getting my point. So because of that, on the respective object we are having different methods. String మీద మనకి different methods ఉంటాయి, float మీద ఉంటాయి, ఇవన్నీ, right? You can explore it. And then we are having the input function that I told you. Suppose if I say a is equal to excuse me, input of అని చెప్పి వదిలేసాను అనుకోండి, then if I run it, you will be getting the you will be getting a box over here and it is waiting some value to take, but we don't know what kind of value that we need to enter. Suppose if I enter 2 and that's it. Now a is having the value 2 in a form of string that you can see it is in the single quotes. Ante enti a anedi string అని చెప్పేసి. Suppose if I say type of a అని ఇచ్చాను అనుకోండి, you can see it is a str, right? So instead of giving here like this, you can have something like a is equal to input, and you can give the prompt over here. Simple prompt message ఇవ్వచ్చు మీరు. Instead of a, I am using a name. Enter your name, right? Now if I run it, then it is with the prompt, it will be with the help of the prompt, along with the prompt, it is waiting to take the value from the user. Now you can understand that, okay, enter your name. So I need to enter my name, right? Abdul Aziz. Now if I say name over here, then you will be getting the Abdul Aziz, right? Similarly, age is equal to, right? If I say input of enter your age, right? Suppose if I run it, it is asking for the age. If I say 35, so age is 35. Now if you look at the type of, now if I say something like, if I suppose like I want to add some more age, or maybe my age is wrong over here, నేను ఇక్కడ ఎంటర్ చేసిన ఏజ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది తప్పుగా ఎంటర్ చేశాను అనుకున్నాను అనుకోండి, can I do something like age is equal to, right, age plus 5 అన్నాను అనుకోండి, right? If I run it, if I want to look at the age now, let's see, you are getting an error. Em error vastundi? Cannot concatenate str into like int to string, something like this, right? అంటే ఏంటి యాక్చువల్ గా ఇక్కడ నువ్వు కంకాటినేట్ చేయాలని చెప్తుంది, right? Why? Because age is a like str, it is a string type, but you have given it as a integer type. You can concatenate only the two strings. You cannot concatenate the string with the integer or a float value. I hope you are getting my point. But if you are having something like a colon, ila undanukondi, suppose if you are having something like this, I made it as a string now. Whatever that we keep inside the double quotes, we can call it as a string, right? Suppose if I do that, what will be the output? Will you please tell me? నేను ఇప్పుడు ఇది చేశాను అనుకోండి, నా అవుట్పుట్ ఏమవుతుంది చెప్పండి? 40 అవుతుందా ఆర్ చెప్పాలి? ఓకే, వింటున్నారా? I hope you are listening to me, right? Yeah, okay, I got the answers in the chat. Okay, yeah, 355, right, as a string. Yes, obviously we will be getting 355 as a string, right? Exactly, exactly, right. Thank you. Thank you, Devi Srinivas. Ikkada edo number undi. Shankar and yeah, Pushpavati. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, yeah, Satyasri. Thank you. Right, right. I hope you got my point. Now, I don't want something like this. I want to perform actual like calculation. Like I want to add or maybe the subtract from something from my age. Right. At that time, what I need to do? I need to convert. I need to do like age is equal to, right? I need to typecast like int of age plus 5. Now age is equal to, I want to update my age, right? It is already age, it is in a form of 35 as a string. I am typecasting, I am converting that 35 into the integer format. Now if I see the age now, okay, already age is having 355 కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ నాకు 5 యాడ్ అయ్యి 360 వచ్చింది, right? I hope you got my point, what I want to say. But లేకపోతే we can do it from the first time, from the starting, then you will be at it. But what you can do, here itself you can do the typecasting. Okay, that means age is equal to, here we are taking input, right? So enter your age అని చెప్పేసి చెప్తున్నాను నేను, right? So whatever a value that we are taking here, it is a string value. If we are taking a numerical value, whatever it may be, this string value, right? I want to typecast to the integer, right? Int of, we can do like here itself, so that whatever the value that is assigning to the age, it will be a integer only, right? If I see the age now, it will be taking the value, let's say it is 30, then the output of age is 30. Now what is the type of it? Type of age is now integer, right? Now on this age you can do all the arithmetic operations now, whatever the arithmetic operation you want to do, right? I hope it is clear. ఈ విధంగా మనం టైప్ కాస్ట్ అనేది చేసుకోవచ్చు. And evaluating the conditions in the Python, yes, we are having conditional operators like equal to, not equal to, less than or equal to, right? All these are the conditional operators. So what is the output of the conditional operator? The output of the conditional operator is yes, output of the conditional operator is integer, boolean, right? TF అంటే true false, right? As Shankar put it as a TF అంటే ఏంటది, true false అని చెప్పేసి, అంతే కదా? If I am not wrong, లేకపోతే మీ ఉద్దేశంలో వేరే ఏదైనా ఉందా TF అంటే? Yeah, Boolean is right. And we can if you specifically talk about it, it is a true or false, right? Right. Suppose if I run it, you will be getting the either true or false, right? And we are having logical operators, right? We are having different logical operators. We know all the different logical operators we are having, like and operator, or operator, nor operator, and all the things. So why do we use the logical operators? Logical operators and Will you please tell me why do we use the logical operators?
కండిషన్ ని సాటిస్ఫై అవుతుందో లేదో కనుక్కోండి.
కండిషన్ ని సాటిస్ఫై అవుతుందో చూడడానిక, లేకపోతే మోర్ దాన్ వన్
check
కండిషన్
two or more conditions.
Two or more.
Exactly.
When we discuss about two or more conditions.
Exactly. To concatenate more than one condition, to combine more than one condition, right? Suppose I am having x less than y and I am having y greater than z. ఈ రెండు కండిషన్స్ ని కంకాటినేట్ చేయాలి, కంబైన్ చేయాలి అంటే yes, we can use the logical operators. Again, the output of the logical operator is again it is a boolean only, right? ఇక్కడ and operator, or operator, not operator అని చెప్పేసి ఉన్నాయి, రైట్? అండ్ అంటే మనకు తెలుసు, మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఇన్ ద డిజిటల్ లాజిక్ అవ్వచ్చు, లేకపోతే డిస్క్రిట్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ అవ్వచ్చు, వాటన్నిటిలో మనం చూసినవే, రైట్? అంటే రెండు ట్రూ అయితే ట్రూ అవుతుంది ఇన్ ద అండ్, రిమైనింగ్ ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ ఫాల్స్, రైట్? సిమిలర్ టు ది ఆర్ అయితే రెండు ఫాల్స్ అయితేనే ఫాల్స్ అవుతుంది, రిమైనింగ్ ఆల్ ద టైమ్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ true, right? These are the something that you can see here. X is 10 and x is less than 10, right? Greater than 10 the less than 20, right? That means the x value is in between 10 and 20 and చెప్పడానికి, if x value is something like this, all the things, right? So to combine these logical operators, yes, we can have to combine the relational operators, we are having these logical operators like and, or, not, and all the things, right? Again, they are true or false only. And I have given something like adding the textiles using the markdown that you can see. Like if you double click on it, you can understand. Right? You can see for the headings, we can use hash, double hash, or triple hash, and all these are the levels. For the bold, you can see double star before the text and the double star after the text to make the text as a bold text. For the italic and for the code, for the list, and the order list of what you lack with an order list of what you, we are having something like this, and we can have the images, and we can have the we can add the hyperlinks or the URLs, and we can add the images also, right? So ఇవన్నీ మీరు నేర్చుకుంటే చాలా మంచిది, right? So that you can prepare a very good notebook. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And these are the some of the references that you can go through, right? So this is a basic first step that we can get into. In the next section, what we do, we try to look at the data types, the other data types, or we can call it as a Python data structures, right? In the next section, we talk about the Python data structures. Okay, I hope we know. Will you please tell me what are the Python data structures we are having? Python data structures ఏంటండి చెప్తారా నాకు?
లిస్ట్.
Yeah. Yes.
Mutable
I think
Dictionary.
list
Double.
tuple dictionary.
లిస్ట్
Yeah.
సెట్ టపుల్స్ డిక్షనరీ.
Yes.
Dictionary.
List tuples.
Exactly. Very good. Right. All these are the data structures of the Python.
And some
Right.
like that.
Yeah. In the next section, in the tomorrow section, we will see, right? So what is a list, what is a tuple, what is a dictionary, and what is a set, and we will do the hands-on on it, right? So yeah, I hope it is clear to everyone till this point. If you are having any queries or something, feel free to ask me. All these are the trivial concepts that we have seen today, right? Tomorrow we might be having some more discussion on the list, tuple, Python and all. Definitely. I will explain you about the data analysis. Everything I will explain you in this internship. Definitely. Davis Infos. Yeah. Notes in the sense I will share the PPTs in the WhatsApp group itself. I forgot to share those. Yeah, I will share the PPTs. Yeah, definitely. So after completing the Python, Devi Srinivas, we will start with the data analysis with Python. In that, we will be looking at the different Python packages that we use to do the data analysis, data cleaning and all. Okay, NumPy, Pandas, వాటన్నిటి గురించి మనం తెలుసుకుంటాం.
Sir, it is better to share recorded classes in the group, sir. It is useful for revision, sir.
Definitely, Amma. I told these things to the Ocean Apps team. I request Ocean Apps teams to please share the recorded videos to the students. Right? Yeah, definitely they will.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, notes I will share in the WhatsApp group only, like PPTs, right? Yeah, everything like అన్ని PPTs నేను మన WhatsApp group లో పంపిస్తాను. You can have a look at it. Regarding the WhatsApp group, please ask the team, Ocean Apps team. Okay then. Thanks for joining. I hope all these things are clear to everyone. Right. We will meet in the tomorrow section. I hope you are having one more section at 8 p.m. Right. Please join that.